Welcome back, everyone, to the next video in this series. I'm going to jump right in because what I want to do here is actually, it seemed easy at first, but it's actually relatively complicated. So um, let me get right into it. What I want to do is make the wheels of my aircraft rotate properly. So right now, if we take a look, plane's rolling, but the wheels are static. They're just sitting there. That's kind of ugly. So I want to fix that up. So what I'm going to do, and I actually have I was playing around with this in blueprints. So I have a working sort of algorithm here that I just sort of need to convert into my C++ Animate class. So let me take a look at my anim instance class. I'm going to do this. The first way I'm going to do this is the easy way. And then I'm going to see if I can get it to work a more proper way. And the easy way is going to be I'm just going to steal like the angular velocity off of a single wheel and use that to animate all of the wheels. So first I'm going to keep a float that's going to be wheels offset. And then I'm going to make a rotator. And what I'm going to do is in my anim instance class, I'm going to get rid of all this garbage that I had in here testing, and going to take a look at, let me refer back to my blueprint code I had written. So, all right. So I'm going to do this aircraft, get aircraft movement, ears, and I'm just going to grab the first one for now, like I said. And I'm going to get the velocity in meters per second. I'm going to multiply that by delta seconds, and I'm going to multiply this again by minus 100. And I don't really understand what the minus 100 is for. I'm guessing it's um, taking into account the radius of the wheel. Um, I in the blueprint that comes with the Vigilante content, this is actually minus 50, but I found minus 100 works better. It looks a little bit more correct. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to call this um, call this wheel velocity. Right, and then in my test code, I then take the wheel offset, to add it to the result. So take do that. Then I look back at my blueprint. I'm using percent, and I'm going to use the math library to do that. I don't know if that really makes any difference or not, but That's going to actually be offset. And we just take that wheel offset and we make a rotator out of it. Okay, so that code should give me my rotator that I need to rotate the wheels in the animation blueprint. So I'm going to compile that. I'll wait for that to finish. Okay, now that that's done, of all this, come into the animation graph and oops, actually say modified bone, and the bone that we're going to modify is going to be front wheel. Going to take the rotation, add to existing, bone space, weird. By bone, front wheel, existing, bone space, and we're going to get the wheel rotation, set it right there. That actually really hard to tell rotating or not. Let me go ahead and copy that, paste it twice. Actually, we only need to have that set correctly. Okay. Now we just need to change the bone here. So we're going to have the left wheel. Over here, we're going to have the right wheel. wrong axis there. But it's working, just not quite correctly. Okay. Pitch. Wait for that to compile. Okay. Finished. Yeah, that's what I thought. It didn't really compile. There we go. Looks like it got it that time. So all the wheels are now rolling. They look pretty good. There is a problem though. Watch the front wheel off the ground here. Oh, I'm gonna stop rolling. That's interesting. They kept rolling. Bug. Oh, it's because my video memory thing is taking over a lot. Let me get rid of the HUD. Now, well, that helped me find some broken code. Because I've just had a crash because take a look. Knowledge possession. Yep, right here. Oh, that should fix file that. Okay. Huh, there we go. I'm gonna pay attention. Um, right here. Okay, that's probably working correctly. Okay, so the problem with what I've just done is that all of the wheels are going to roll at the rate of the first wheel, which is probably the nose gear. So when the when the back wheels touch down, they're not going to move until the nose wheel touches down, and then all of the wheels are going to rotate at the same speed. Nobody's probably going to notice that, but I think that's kind of lame. So I do want to see if I can do something about that. So if we take a look at the XML, we have there's bogies. So each wheel is a bogey right here. Type equals bogey, nose LG, right MLG, and left MLG. So the there's a name. Each of these landing gears has a name, and each of the and then each of the uh, bones that I'm rotating has a name. So I think what I want to do is map the name of the landing gear to the name of the bone that it needs to rotate. So what I'm going to do, create a T map, string, and this is like a dictionary, basically. I'm going to call this wheel mapping. And then I suspect, matter of fact, I'm sure I'm going to need a public method to get that. So damn it, there we go. So this is, I'm going to comment this because this is going to be kind of weird. So okay, so let me compile that. What I need to see if I can do, not even sure if I can do this, in the animation blueprint, I need to see if I can make bone name a variable that I pass in. And I sure don't see a way to do that. Okay, maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, now that that's done, I should be able to go into my blueprint. And yep, now I have this wheel mappings array. I'm going to add 3 elements to it, and they're going to be, what is the name of this bone? Front underscore wheel underscore JNT. So I have the name of the landing gear and the name of the bone. So name of the landing gear, left underscore MLG, and that bone, left LF underscore wheel, LF wheel underscore J. Add another one and be the right wheel. Okay, now I have the wheels mapped. Name of the wheel to the bone. Name, bone, name, bone. So my anim instance instead of, so this is actually going to be map, and I'm going to have the name of the bone, and then float. This will be a tmap. I'm going to do the name of the bone, the rotator. I think what I want to do is in the initialize, I want to create these arrays. So So want to do for each mapping in the wheel mappings. Want to add taking value, that's the bone name. I'll just put 0, initialize it to 0. And I also want to initialize the rotators. Bone name, IP, and make this a rotator to initialize it. Okay, so now I have two arrays, two tmaps, the right values in it. And now I just need to take this logic that I did and I need to get the bone name. So I need to do the same thing, I think. I need to loop through wheel mappings. Actually, you know what I want to do is actually loop through actually name like const auto here. Yeah. I'm going to loop through the gears. Get the wheel velocity. So now I need to look up the wheel offset. So I need to get the name of the bone to get wheel mappings. Up, 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 up. Find here dot value associated with the type. Okay, need a second to think about this. So now I have the bone name. Need to get wheel offs. Grab it by index, I guess. So the wheel velocity, theoretically, I have that now. I need to set the wheel offset. No, I should have just grabbed that. Okay. So wheel off. Maybe this is okay. Yeah, I had a hunch. Hmm. Just setting the wheel offset. There we go. Theoretically, now setting an array of rotators. So now get rid of all this. Save. Let's compile my code. I'd give this maybe a 50-50 chance of even working. I could paste in a relaunched it in wanted to launch that in. uh, print here, and I'm gonna hit code. Add a watch for this. Hmm. Line of code seems to be a problem. Try that again. Okay, now open, print again. I want to resize. Okay, I added just a check in here to make sure the aircraft is not a null pointer. And I'm recompiling now. I think that's probably going to fix that problem. Okay, so my editor's launched. I'm in debug mode. I'll open up my blueprint here. There we go. Now it's not crashing. So what I need to do here is loop through wheel rotations. Go. I'm going to get this view for each loop. key map, but I really need, okay. Find, and these are indexed by the bone name. So for wheel underscore J and D. So we're going to find that element, plug it in there. Well, let's see what happens with that. Oh, I get, add to existing, oops, bone space. There we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see if the front wheel, actually the front wheel is really hard to see well. Okay, but it's gonna work. Okay, so another issue. I'm restarting the debug mode now. Let's see if I can get a good look at what's going on here. Okay. See, my mapping's working. Add a wheel offset, a wheel rotation. Do this. Second time through. Time through, and it looks correct. Okay. Now we're setting. Phone name. That works correctly. Oh. I don't know why it's then hitting up here. It's my fault. Fine. That is not, that's not kosher. Oh, there we go. So it was looping through there. There's other locations that can touch the ground. So this is technically a landing gear, right? Because the left wingtip can hit the ground, the right wingtip can hit the ground, and it was looping through all of these. Um, Still is, but it was trying to look up a a gear that didn't exist because I'm only storing the bones. I'm only storing the mappings for the actual landing gears. So his bogey check should hopefully take care of that. So we'll relaunch now. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Run, breakpoint. Rolling. Holy smokes. It works. I don't believe it. Okay, incredible. So I need to copy this, paste it twice. And we're going to do the left wheel. This one, right wheel. Let me double check my blueprint icon. Yep, I thought I did. I used the wrong wheel. Okay, so you go to here, you go to here. Okay, copy. Oh, oh, frozen up. Okay, copy. Whoops. Copy this. Paste it twice. LF RT. One. And just all. Okay, be all three wheels. Comment on that. Let's verify all three wheels rolling. Alright. So all three wheels now roll independently. Lift off the front wheel. If I touch down with the back wheels, they'll start rolling. The front wheel touches down. That'll be perfect. That's exactly what I want. So that ended up working out pretty well. So the thing is, now I really need to do the same thing here, um, because I'm cheating on these as well, and so I really need to create a, I think getting rid of these two and creating another T map. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and see if I can do that. So we're going to do a T map ring. Okay, so now we have a T map, landing gear positions, and I need to apply that. Okay, so now it's initialized, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing here. Wait. That's all I need to do. File that, and we'll wait for that to finish. Okay, I'm compiling, and obviously this is no longer any good. What I'm going to do is take, let's see, do position, and I'm going to take this name. Well, here, I'll grab this. One of these is the front. Boom. Go. Okay. Okay. Now we Okay. Or name of the bone already. I guess I probably shouldn't have used bone name for these. I probably should have used landing gear name, but it'll work. Now, see what happens. There we go. Work. So the advantage of what I just did is doesn't matter so much for the F-16 because its landing gears all go up at the same rate. But there would presumably be some aircraft later where the main gear may come up slower than the nose gear or vice versa. So now, if that situation comes up, it'll be handled properly. Let me. Now I'm going to keep that the way it is, even though it sort of doesn't make sense for the wheel bone to be the name of the in the T map. I'm going to keep it that way just because it works and be a pain to. I'd have to change up or make a second loop, but to do it another way. So I think it's better to leave it as it is. So I think that's where I'm going to stop for now. I got the wheels working. There's really only two parts of the aircraft left to animate. One is the nozzle on the engine. Um, this nozzle right here gets bigger and smaller depending on the um, engine thrust, and then um, if we want to, we can animate the canopy raising and lowering. I probably won't worry about that just because I don't really see a reason to do it. I'm not going to make a animation of a pilot climbing in. It would be cool to do that, but that's a lot of work. So um, I'll probably just animate the nozzle on the engine, and then I think it'd probably be time to start adding some sound into it as well. And then, of course, there's an entire weapon system that has to be built out. That will be multiple videos. So next time I'll probably animate the engine nozzle and see if I can get some basic sounds in. So until then, take care. Thanks for watching.